Hello and welcome back to the Flubcast. This week I will be doing one little review to highlight two areas where our under 19s and unfortunately a lot of our senior players are failing to appreciate when they play sevens. And I got some video footage to help with my examples and I hope you appreciate. Of course, we now have one extra sevens tournament in Tobago on the 13th and 14th of January weekend. Get your squads in. It is going to be unbelievable. They're giving us discounted accommodations. They're going to have a big party in Lime. I mean, we could literally go to Tobago, get across there on the boat. It'll cost you $500 and the whole fraternity could be together to party in Lime. But I'll highlight that in another episode. Right now, let's focus on the two areas. The first area is that a lot of our players are failing to recognize when a defender is under duress and how to attack it. So that's the first thing we're going to take a look at in these videos here. First example with Jareem George. He's running here and look at the defender here who's being stretched and Joseph Kwashi recognizing it and running towards that space. Always the back shoulder of the defense that's being stretched. Let's take another look. Here's Jareem again running. Joseph Kwashi realizes where it is, pops back inside. Example now with Anderson Joseph and Nigel Bollington. Here's Anderson Joseph getting it, but look at what this defender does. He has to overcommit to Anderson. Nigel recognizes that he's going to be out of position, switches back towards the defender that's being stretched, pop back inside into the gap. Easy try. Let's look at it in full motion. Once again, here's Anderson. He's going to exploit that defender. He's got to fully commit, can't get back in time. Pops back inside to Bollington. Great work. This is Marcellus McCarty and Bonus. Marcellus goes. The defender actually does very well to hold his line. He knows the cover is coming across. But once the cover defender starts to be exploited, Bonus switches his line. Back inside. You'll see it here. Bonus collects. And it's going to be right through. Always go in to the inside shoulder of the defender that's being stretched. We'll see it here in full motion now. Here goes McCarty. Recognizes it. Switch back inside. Example here with Staggy, he recognized that the person is coming up in the line, so he looks to attack. But look at Frazier, sees the defender and runs that line. That's where the gap is going to be. So even though Staggy couldn't release it, I thought that was a great example, recognizing where it is. Here it is in full motion again. Man up, Staggy goes, defender being exploited. That's where the gap is. It's not always a switch. Look at what happens when the winger does not hold. He does not think that the inside center there could keep him covered, so he starts to bite. Pass out to KOD. Good luck catching him. Full motion again. Easy recognition. Good work by KOD. Not to switch back inside. Recognize the winger is being held and he goes. What happens if we don't exploit the momentum? Well, here it is in this situation here. We have a rock. We're going to the right here. And I want you to keep your eye. You'll start to see which defender starts to get overextended. And what do the attacking team decide to do? It's being passed out. Everything going well so far. Keep your eye here, gets it free, and here is the defender. Now all the momentum going out, the winger opts to just keep going there. Easy work where the defender could keep going and pushes her out of bounds. Let's take a look at it in full motion. You start to see it very easy now. Once you see it once, it just starts to click. Going out wide here, defender gets to keep her momentum going. No switch by the winger there, so easy to just marshal her out of bounds. The second thing that we are failing to recognize is how to use the offside line as an offensive tool. And if you watch the Grenada Sevens, you would see that teams like Quebec, Misfits used it a lot, and also Atlantis, the eventual winners, used it. And what do I mean by that? Well, when the tackle is complete, all you need is one knee to be touching the ground. In Trinidad, we have to drop on your back and you have to let go the ball. That is not the rule. Once your knee is down, the tackle is complete and a new offside line is created. So what happens with that? Well, two things happen. One, the tackler must release you, so you are able to play the ball. The tackler has a responsibility to release you, and any defender who is behind you is now in an offside position. And because you have now set a new offside line, they have to work to get back onside. So that means any defender who is rushing up and it was now in your lane is now offside and has to backtrack and work to get back onside. In Trinidad, we have a little bit of an epidemic where as soon as you think you're tackled, even if your knee is down, you drop like a sack of potatoes and you leave the ball right by you, allowing a defender to just reach over and play it. And that is not exploiting and utilizing the rules. So here are two quick examples to see how other teams are using it. Hope you enjoy. Look at this here. Offense takes it up, tackle, but keep your eye on this defender here. Way out of position, way offside. Do they just drop the ball? No, you can play it. You have 2 seconds to play it. He passes it back, keeps it live. Defender is out of position, out wide to dive for a try. So let's take a look again. Full motion now. Here he comes, takes it up, tackle, sees the defender offside, swing it, and you have a try. Now we have Quebec here, taking it up. As he's tackled, does he just drop the ball? Look, that player's in an offside position. Does he just leave it for him? No, pass it back. You're allowed to play it when you're tackled. So here he goes. He cuts back inside. He's going to cut back towards the gap. Another good tackle, but look at all these defenders, men in offside position. Defender has to release. He gets up, nobody's playing him, and play it. If you're not being played, if nobody's over the ball, you can swing it. We just saw the first two examples here, but look how the try is finished. So that was one. Here is number 2. Now we look to use it, forcing it out wide. See the cut back on. Now I want you to keep your eye after this ruck is set up here. Look at the defender. And now look at number 9, recognizing that he's offside, new offside line. Where do you attack? He's not looking, he has no interest. Here comes 9 for the gap. Defender hasn't even looked at him once. Finally recognizing and can't pick up the runner. Try. So those are 2 easy things that you could include in your game. Hope to see you utilize it in Tobago. Let's go, guys.